Hey guys, Tyler here. Welcome back to some YouTube exclusive content. Today we're going to be looking into what is my most anticipated game for 2021. It's called Patrick's Parabox, and it is a puzzle game that has a really interesting look into recursion, basically. So, this is only the demo version of the game. The actual version is not out currently. I've been on the trail of this game for maybe 6 to 9 months, ever since the Baba Is You creator shouted this out on Twitter. So I checked it out, and I have played through it a little bit, but not through the whole thing. Like, I got through the first maybe 3 or 4 levels of recursion-based stuff, which you'll see shortly, and what happened is I realized that this would just make for amazing YouTube content. So I've saved it until now. So as you can see, the purpose of the game was to get these yellow blocks into their squares, as well as getting my magenta character into its own square with eyes. Hopefully you were able to follow along with that so far. So in addition to blocks and such you can push along this grid, there are blocks that are actually puzzles themselves. So if you back one up against a wall and push a block into it, you go into another layer, and would you look at that, we can escape through this way, and then trap ourselves, of course, but don't worry, I mean, we can get out pretty easily, just like that. So it's really cool, but actually what we do in fact want is to get this up here. I didn't even notice the yellow thing up there, so it's a good thing I backed out so I could see that a square goes there. Like the yellow squares, the blue squares just will end up in a similar looking square. Doesn't matter exactly what it looks like, as long as it just kind of fits the same shape. So it allows you to kind of go into lower layers and warp your way through puzzles that you previously couldn't, which makes this really interesting puzzle design. Now, the reason why I'm playing this game now and not closer to the release of it, which I don't know when it is because that a lot of people recommended this game during the game within a game within a game playthrough, which I thought would be a good idea to check out this game once and for all and see all the puzzles that the demo has to offer. And I figure I might as well stay on the recursion trend because you guys seem to be enjoying that for the most part. So let's see, how do I exactly do this? Well, a lot of pushing against the wall, a lot of navigating through different corners allows me to get through this puzzle. Again, I've gotten through most puzzles, I think, up until the one after this. It was at this puzzle that I realized that I really should save this for YouTube. So here's what's going on right now. As long as the blue level thing is backed up against the wall, I can push an object into it, and then myself into it, and then you can see there is an end goal square in there, so I can enter it from a different direction, push that in, consider that to be at its goal, and make it to my own goal. Alright, looks like there is another goal inside the thing. However, it's a goal for me, but that's fine. I can just push this block out and get through. It seems the demo's puzzles are mostly easy so far, but this is also the intro world. Hopefully you guys are getting an idea of the game so far. If not, I would recommend going back and rewatching just to make sure you didn't miss anything. Because now the colors have changed. Crazy stuff. But actually, I mean, the game's probably just about to get really hard. So there's 2 squares. Where's the other goal? Maybe the orange one doesn't need a goal? Or something? I'm not entirely sure. Either way, what I would like to do is push it in here so I can do a turnaround. And then get that over there. It looks like the orange level does not need a goal of itself. Something I imagine I could do to get in this area is push an object into the hole, or into the level, and then come down, and from here retrieve it. So another place to access the square. Ah, yes, grid-based movement. This is the way to go. Alright, so it looks like there's 4 goals. One of them contains a goal for me, so I'm going to set that up there so I can easily access this myself without pushing it. It's just making sure that you know exactly how to orient it against the wall to be able to enter a level within a level. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of setups of that. Okay. Alright, how deep does the rabbit hole go? Can I push a level into a level into a level? I can. And then I go, oh my god, I go in. I wasn't sure if I had to do it in that order or something else, or... okay, that's a lot of levels. we go deep in now, and I can see another 2 layers from here. I think I'll just access it like this. And I'll make my way in. And to our final level, finally finding our square. And here we go, coming out. Alright, so you can go really deep down the rabbit hole, it looks like. Level into a level into level. Now you can see why I'm actually really excited for this game. I think it's going to be a good time without a doubt. So, it seems that the big deal is we just need to get a square up here. What about underneath? Oh, no, that does need to stay there. So, let me set this up here. And then also here. So, that can go here. And then what I can do is push this out. And I've accomplished nothing. Go me. Or did I? I think I did something. It let me beat the level, but I wasn't sure if I could just do that all along. Wait a second. Alright, there's more me's. The level inside itself. A classic setup. So I assume I can't just go up through the walls or anything, but I can, yep, just constantly go inside the level. This is all me. Incredible. That's insane. Alright, so let's exit maybe this way. And then, yeah, I can show up down here and then re-enter. And it shows you the layers on top and on the inside as well. Oh, that looks sick, but trippy as hell. Alright, more levels inside of levels of its own type. Alright, so exiting through the bottom allows me to become bigger down here. Then I'll move this. The background is moving. And I want to get this to be in here. And then come through here so I can push it down. To make it to my own square. Alright, awesome. Even the yellow square is mirrored. I'm not sure if there's anything under here. Not really. It seems that as long as I get the yellow square to its goal, I'm happy. So I can push that out through here and make it back to my own setup. Not too shabby. Alright, looks like we're working with that quite a bit. Again, I think the move is just simply pushing this down and pushing this out so that can be in its goal. And then pushing this down again and exiting to my own goal. This is going to be really hard to keep track of eventually. Thankfully, it's not too bad because a level within itself is self-similar, so I have all the info I need to know. But I wouldn't be surprised if they hide a lot of info inside these recursive levels. Alright, so I can push this here. What happens if I try to go up even though I'm facing a wall? I get stuck. So it seems like what I need to do is actually go up against this empty area so I can push it down. And the whole purpose of this was actually so I could push it down. And I think that what I need is actually to move it over here so I can exit up here and push the block over to its square that way. Alright, another section complete. Let's carry on. I don't actually know how long the demo is. I'll just be playing until either I get unbelievably stumped or until I beat the demo. It might not be too long. Like, it's usually a demo, so it's not going to have too many levels, at least I imagine. But on the other... Anyways, getting a cube to this section, or a square to this section, looks kind of tough. But I think this is a previous puzzle to the last one that I didn't fully explain. As long as I push this against a block, I can get this to its goal without having it be stuck against the wall. So that works plenty well. Looks like there is a large gap for a level inside a level here, allowing me to turn this around. Although I should probably set this up so I can push this into its goal in the level inside a level. And make it. Looks like we've unlocked this secret level. I feel bad because I haven't really been able to explain these, but at the same time, this game is interesting enough to watch, so even if you don't understand it, I feel like this is still an interesting watch. It's just cool to see this, you know, neat little blob just kind of make it through strange looking space. So here's what I'm thinking right now. I would like to set up the yellow square so it's at the top of this bend, and then push this over to here so I can run on through and make it up there. But I also feel like, even without explaining, because how do you even put words to this? Besides, it's just levels inside of levels inside, puzzles inside more blocks and all that such. I feel like visual learning is actually pretty good for this game. Alright, so as long as I get the square to here, I'm happy. So if I go through here and exit through the bottom, I can once again push it over to its section. This is a level type I feel like I've done before, but I guess it's reinforcing the idea. This is a self-similar level. As long as the yellow square makes it to here, I'm happy, but we are allowed to use recursion to help us, and that may be helpful, for all I know. What I would like to try is maybe setting up the level so it's about here, and then moving this block to its place and then getting it out of its way so I can make it to my goal. Alright, looks like there's some bonus levels this way. More self-similarity. Sure. How exactly do I want to push this block? The yellow block. Because it seems that right now, no matter what I do, is that it gets stuck. So what I almost want to try is to see if I push the block onto the yellow thing, if it swallows it. Yeah, I was curious about that. Unfortunately, that doesn't actually help me, but it's good to know that that is a mechanic. I can push the level onto the block instead of just pushing the block into the level. What happens if I push the level? Oh, I can't escape. Well, okay, I was wondering if I could create a paradox, but maybe we're not ready for that yet. Alright, I see what needs to be done. After messing around for a bit, this game is almost breaking my brain, but we're not quite there yet. I need to set this up here, and then set the block here so I can exit through the main block, so I can push both of them out like such. I almost have to think of this as a bit of a mini portal, it seems. Righto. 2 goals up here. It looks like... I'm not sure which of the goals is going to be easiest. But what I could probably do is set this up here. And then exit through the side to push this over. And the reason why I would want to push this over is so I can have this escape through down here, allowing me to set this to its goal, set this to its goal, and make it at. And just make sure I'm not blocking everything. Everything seems to be in a square. The puzzle design of this is quite nice, even though there has been a little repetition. There's hardly anything to complain about when, for a game like this, you do need repetition to kind of ingrain an idea into your mind. So, I'm just thinking about how exactly I would like to free up this yellow box. I could just push it out like that. So that means all I need to really do is just push you lower. And then we're set up. It's definitely for the best that we learn as much as possible. Oh, okay, actually, that's the demo. It was a short demo. Wasn't sure fully what to expect, but it seems that these levels have generated at least enough interest in me to keep it going. I don't know exactly when it's going to come out. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, it's 2021, because this and Portal Reloaded, I think, is going to make 2021 a great year for puzzle games. I'm excited to see that. Again, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!